Starting off March, already looking a bit windswept, and there's good reason for that. That's because I have just driven the MG, with the roof down actually, all the way back from Lincolnshire, Peterborough area, where I've been with the Practical Classics team. Actually, we've been recording a podcast ahead of the Practical Classics Classic Car and Restoration Show, which kicks off in about 2 weeks' time. But that would have happened by the time you see this video. But anyway, out, lovely day, recording the podcast at their workshop. Lovely day back in the sunshine with the roof down. So it's looking like a good March already. I'm looking forward to the weather. Drove back from London on Monday, yesterday. Roof down with that as well. Fingers crossed this weather holds for a really, really nice spring. Means we can get that out more with the top down. Maybe we'll finish that too. Don't ask me about that MG there. I don't know. That's not my one to deal with. Onwards with March.
I had 2 shoots for work booked in this month. The first at Alon White Sports Cars, looking back at 90 years of 4-wheeled Morgans. I had a lovely flat-rad early example to pair with a 2003 4.4 and a brand new Super Sports. The flat-rad felt very much a sports car of its time, but the 4.4 was a sweet car to wheel. Small wonder it's since sold. The Super Sports has left me divided. In trying to be all things to all people, it's failed to mean anything to anyone. Does go like stink though. With the Malvern magic out of the way, it was off to Rutland in the MG to shoot a Rover SD1 and a Ford Granada. Nothing special here as I was just camera assistant for the day, but I did get an ice cream at the end of it all.
Okay, March is going about as chaotically as expected. A couple of shoots already out the way, and we've just arrived in Birmingham for the restoration show at the NEC. And as you can tell, I'm in the MG. That's because the Jimny failed its MOT yesterday. Handbrake does not reach required levels. So handbrake cables on order. Hopefully going to fix that on Sunday, but now I've got 3 days at the NEC to sort out. But the MG running really nicely. So well done to that, because it's done nearly 400 miles in the past 3 days. Solid little motor this.
I didn't get to film much at the Resto show. It was flat out with covering the event, so here's me on a small stool photographing the barn find display.
Right, you join me in the workshop on a Saturday night doing the usual exciting things you expect a 28-year-old to be doing with their Saturday nights, which is to say, working on their Suzuki Jimny. We've got the rear wheels off because it is time to replace the handbrake cables. We failed our MOT on Tuesday this week. I've got Chinese for dinner as well in the workshop from the Chinese next door. Failed the MOT on Tuesday, handbrake inefficient. And I knew that the cables were getting to the end of their adjustment. So I've ordered some parts. The parts have arrived, finished up at the NEC for the restoration show, and we're in the midget because that's the only road legal car I've got at the moment. Drove the MG home and then immediately got the Jimny up on some jack stands, wheels off. Just gonna have some dinner because I haven't actually eaten yet today, and then spent a bit of time stripping out the old handbrake cables, hopefully installing some new ones tomorrow on Sunday. It'll get retested on Monday or Tuesday, and then Wednesday, all being well, I'll drive to Scotland to do the 3 Peaks Challenge. So about sort of 15 seconds time, we're going to see if this video actually gets made. Prawn crackers first.
Thankfully, I got the Jimny fixed in time for the mountains and set off. I shared the driving on the way up, giving my friends their first experience of driving the little Suzuki in hail and wind. Perfect conditions, really. Ben Nevis was incredibly snowy at its summit, but Scafell Pike was quite pleasant, if a little blustery. Snowdon, though, was atrocious at the top, with 40-mile-an-hour wind and hail. Still, 3 mountains in 3 days, the perfect way to round out March. April next.